Welcome back to another episode of Quick Picks with the Geek. I am your host, Bro Power the Geek. Next up, we got Serghei Spivac versus Vitor Petrino, and this is one of those heavyweight matchups where the first few minutes could look completely different from the last few. Let's talk about it. First up is Serghei Polar Bear Spivac, coming into this fight a plus 140 underdog with a record of 18-6. Spivac is one of those heavyweights who doesn't necessarily need to hit you with the hardest punch you've ever seen because he's perfectly comfortable making you carry his entire body weight for 15 minutes. His biggest weapon is his sambo and chain wrestling. He averages almost 4 takedowns per 15 minutes, and he doesn't just shoot one takedown and hope for the best. He can go from single legs to body locks, inside trips, and judo throws until eventually you're on the canvas. Once Spivac gets top position, that's where things get really uncomfortable. He has excellent wrist control, heavy hips, and the kind of top pressure that makes getting back to your feet feel like you're trying to escape a weighted blanket that has developed a personal grudge against you. And unlike some heavyweights who are basically looking for ground and pound until the referee saves the opponent, Spivac has a legitimate submission game. He's got 8 career submission victories, including arm bars and head and arm triangles. So you can't just assume that surviving the takedown means you've solved the problem. Another thing I like about Spivac in this matchup is his conditioning. He has the ability to maintain a steady pace over 15 to 25 minutes. And that's important because his style is designed to make opponents work. But obviously, there are some major concerns here. Spivac's striking defense during his entries isn't exactly bulletproof. He absorbs 4 significant strikes per minute, and because he's constantly trying to close distance and get into the clinch, he's going to give a dangerous striker opportunities to land. And Vitor Petrino is exactly the kind of guy you don't want giving free opportunities to. Spivac also doesn't have that one-shot knockout power that can bail him out if everything else goes wrong. If he can't get Petrino down, he's going to have to spend a lot more time in a striking battle, and that's not where I think he wants to live. Now let's talk about Vitor Petrino coming into this fight a minus 170 favorite with a record of 14-2. Petrino is a very different type of heavyweight. He moved up from light heavyweight in 2025 and has gone 3-0 at heavyweight, bringing that lighter weight athleticism with him. And that's a huge advantage. He's fast, he's explosive, he moves well laterally, and unlike some heavyweights who look like they're moving through a parking lot after Thanksgiving dinner, Petrino still has legitimate athletic movement at this weight. He's also got excellent takedown defense, stopping 79% of takedown attempts. That's probably the single biggest number in this fight. Petrino also has serious finishing ability. He's got 10 finishes among his 14 wins, including 8 knockouts and 2 submissions. And 5 of those stoppages have come in the first round. He also isn't completely dependent on his striking. When he decides to wrestle, he's averaging almost 3 takedowns per 15 minutes. So if Spivac gets too aggressive with his entries, Petrino has the physical tools to make those exchanges ugly. But there are weaknesses here too. His outside striking can become low volume. He's landing just 3 significant strikes per minute, and sometimes he gets too focused on looking for the perfect power shot instead of putting together sustained offense. His striking defense is also only 51%, and he has a tendency to leave his chin available when resetting after combinations. Then there's the tactical impatience. Petrino has shown a tendency to make questionable decisions in important moments, whether that's getting involved in wild exchanges or giving up good positions by chasing something that isn't there. Against Spivac, those little mistakes could become huge mistakes. And the other question is cardio. Petrino has been successful since moving to heavyweight, but he hasn't been dragged through the kind of long, exhausting fight that Spivac is capable of creating. That's a completely different physical test. So, who wins? For Serghei Spivac, the path to victory is surviving the early storm, getting Petrino into the clinch, and forcing him to wrestle. He needs to constantly chain his takedown attempts together, wear on Petrino's hips, and establish top control. If he can get this fight into the second and third rounds without taking serious damage, his grappling and conditioning become increasingly important. For Vitor Petrino, the path to victory is keeping the fight standing, and making Spivac pay every time he tries to close distance. He needs to use his speed, movement, and power to punish those wrestling entries and avoid getting stuck underneath Spivac's pressure. If Petrino can maintain separation and force Spivac to absorb clean shots, he has the power to end this fight before the grappling becomes a problem. My official pick is Serghei Spivac, and I'm fully aware this is a big swing. At plus 140, I'm not pretending this is some obvious pick. Petrino is the more explosive athlete. He's the favorite for a reason, and if he catches Spivac clean early, this fight could be over before my prediction even has time to age badly. But here's what I'm betting on. If Spivac doesn't go to sleep in the first round, I think he is very live to win this fight. I think the longer this goes, the more I like Spivac's chances. His chain wrestling, top control, submission threat, and conditioning give him a very clear path to turning this into an exhausting fight for Petrino. I'm taking Serghei Spivac to win, and I think the value is absolutely worth the gamble. But make no mistake, round 1 is the danger zone. If Spivac gets through that first 5 minutes, I'm riding the polar bear all the way home. If you enjoyed this, go ahead and smash that like button. If you haven't subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss a beat when the next video drops. And don't be shy, leave a comment below and let me know who you got winning this fight. Let's see who really has the crystal ball around here. Until next time.